I think I had a unique experience knowing Dr. Bush, at least at school, that it was painfully obvious that someone else was listening and that my words mattered. And I really appreciated that about Dr. Bush because his way of being, his way of speaking, it was really like coming into a conversation where two people were meeting rather than one person having to reach across.
Any problems that I've had, like I can go to his office. If I had problems with the paper, he would just sit there and inspire me to know that I can still do my best. Even though my writing isn't always the best, he was always there to tell me that I'm doing what I need to do to succeed, and I just never had that.
It was actually in the last course that he taught in the previous semester, and I was looking over my notes for that class, and at some point I wrote down the phrase, "Understand this world so you can learn how to change it." And I just wanted to thank Dr. Bush for being a guide in our journey for understanding and insisting that we apply it constructively and for the benefit of others. Because of the generations of students that he taught, he'll carry on long beyond this moment. And I just wanted to say thank you, and that will make you proud.
Dr. Bush's influence transcended race, age, time, circumstance, even location. He touched so many lives, so many different places over so many years, more than anyone else I think I've ever met. He was so accomplished, and not just professionally, but just as a human being. He's someone that is truly missed.
Always just be so excited and filled with life, and it was like us being in class is filling him up with so much life. Just seeing us like interact with him was like so much and so meaningful to him. And he was just so amazing. Like anytime anyone was in his presence, he always gave you like the fullest attention. And it was just like amazing, amazing, amazing. Like there's no one that can do that, I think, other than him, like at that level. And I remember when he passed, it was kind of like this, like, oh my God, like I can't believe we just lost him. And I was kind of like going through my stuff for the class, and I like came across this gigantic syllabus, and it was kind of like, oh, this is like Dr. Bush like talking to us, like this is like a continuation of his life, you know, all of the work that his students are doing, going through those massive syllabuses of books and reading and kind of giving and spreading what he was all about, like to the rest of the world, even after he's gone. So I think that this is like just the beginning for Dr. Bush. I think that he's touched so many lives that it doesn't end here.
I just remember Dr. Bush walking into class, and he's this small man, but you know, he just seemed so big to me, and you know, he was so gentle and caring in a suit that was a little too big for him. And I remember him calling my name and asking me if I was Iranian, and I was like, yeah, and he started telling me that, you know, he had so many colleagues that he respected that were Iranian, and we started talking about the Middle Eastern struggle, and you know, he brought up things that I didn't think anyone ever thought or anyone ever recognized in this country. And I lost my dad last year, and Dr. Bush almost seemed like a fatherly figure to me because he was always there to talk to me and was always so accepting, no matter what I felt or what I wanted to say. And when I lost him, it felt like I lost my dad all over again. And I just can't understand sometimes why the most amazing people are taken away from us, especially someone like Dr. Bush, who was discussing things that no one ever wanted to discuss, or saying things that no one ever wanted to say. And that's what I appreciated most about him, was because he told us the truth and showed us really what was right, and that so many things would be distracting us from social justice, and there were so many wrongs, but he never got distracted by the oppression. He just showed us that we could make it right, that we could be his pioneers and his soldiers. So the biggest thing I took from Dr. Bush is that, you know, as a woman who wants to work in politics, that I can never forget where I come from and those people that supported me and the communities that supported me, even if I make it big time one day. And I'll never forget Dr. Bush's mentorship and friendship and the role that he played in my life, even though it was for a very short time.